Hello, Bronco Nation. My name is Mr. Wickman, and I'm here today to talk to you about the construction and carpentry pathway at East Forsyth High School. I am very excited to be leading this pathway, and I cannot wait until next fall when we start having students at East Forsyth. I want to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I've been in education for 6 years as a math teacher, and prior to that, I worked in the construction field as a structural engineer for over 20 years. I am very excited to bring my experience from being in the construction field into the classroom at East Forsyth High School for our students who are interested in the construction and carpentry pathway. Today I'm going to give you a brief overview of our construction and carpentry pathway so you can hopefully make a more informed decision if this is the right pathway for you. But before we get started, I wanted to give you a glimpse at how our campus is shaping up. Here's a photo of the campus taken in January of this year, and I'd like to draw your attention to the building in the back circled in orange. That is going to be our new construction and carpentry lab and classroom. In there, we are going to have our classes, and then we'll be able to take what we learn in those classes and go directly into our construction lab and apply everything we have learned. We are going to learn about safety. We're going to learn about power tools. It's going to be a very, very exciting program. So let's start out and look at the possible career choices that you could have if you were to join in our construction and carpentry pathway. We're obviously not limited to these jobs, but these are some of the main jobs you could have in construction. You could be a building inspector, you could be a construction inspector or a construction manager. You could be a cost estimator, as well as an electrician, home improvement associate, mason, pipe fitter, plumber. You could be a set designer for a movie set design team. We could also do sheet metal working and also a career in welding. Now, some of these jobs do require college. Some of these jobs do not require college, and you can do an apprenticeship, or you can go directly into the workforce after completing this pathway. One thing that I am going to bring into this program is I'm going to bring in some of our business leaders and our community leaders who work in these fields and bring them into the classroom and have them explain to you exactly what it is they do and describe to you a little bit more about what goes on day to day in some of these fields. All right, so let's go over the course offerings that we have for the construction pathway. And in your first year, you're going to take what's called the Industry Fundamentals and Occupational Safety course. In this course, we're basically going to give you a foundation in carpentry, plumbing, electrical, masonry, and welding pathways to help you pursue a career in construction. We're going to teach you about the safety in each of those fields, power tool safety in each of those fields. We're going to also prepare you for the basic knowledge of construction site safety as well. There are a lot of programs out there that control safety on a job site, and we're going to make sure that you know what those programs are and what you have to do if you ever visit a job site. And again, like I said, you're going to learn how to operate several different power tools safely. We're going to go into how to use them safely. We're going to learn how to do that well in advance of actually putting those power tools in your hands. Your second year is what we call our Introduction to Construction course. It's the second of the 3 courses that we're going to have, and it's going to introduce you into the history of construction. Okay, and the goal of this course is to go over the history, like I said, and the traditions of carpentry, masonry, plumbing, and the electrical craft trades. You're also going to learn and apply the knowledge and more use of more hand tools. The other thing that we're going to do in this is we're going to introduce you to reading blueprints from all of the different trades and how to interpret those blueprints if you were going to construct anything from either of those trades. As of right now, our third year course is called Carpentry 1. This is the third course in the pathway. You're going to take that solid foundation that you learned in the safety course and the construction course, and basically you're going to learn how to craft walls or floors and ceilings. We're also going to look at how to design stairs. We're going to read blueprints and have blueprints made up of design projects that we can actually go out there and design in the field. And like I said, you're going to look at floor and wall framing, and we're also going to go over a lot of the basic industry terminology that's used for carpentry. So that's kind of the overview of the 3 classes that you're going to have if you are going to take the construction and carpentry pathway. The last thing I want to touch on is something called Skills USA. And Skills USA is a CTSO, which is a career and technical student organization. And Skills USA offers competitions at the local, state, and national level for students who are in pathways like the construction and carpentry pathway. They offer competitions in carpentry where you'll frame walls, frame ceilings, install siding, and also frame stairs. They have an electrical category where you'll have a written test, and then you'll be asked to install conduit and an electrical system from a set of plans for use in a residential product. You'll also have a masonry section where you'll take a written test as well as construct a masonry wall. There will also be a plumbing portion where students will rough in water pipes and drainage pipes for a project, and then they will have those pipes pressure tested to see how well they did. And last, they'll have a welding section where students will receive a set of drawings with specifications, and they will be required to weld a project based on those drawings and specifications. Skills USA is going to be something that is going to be highly encouraged for students to join. It is something that could definitely show what they've learned in the classroom and allow them to compete in a competition, like I said, at the local, state, and national level. So go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For those students who will be joining the herd next year, we cannot wait to see you. And if you have any other questions about this pathway, you can look at this pathway on our website and you will see the link to my email. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to send me an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Can't wait to see you next year, and go Broncos!